Alright, so the next paint we're going to do is the two-tone color for the lighter blue. Now, like I mentioned before, we're going to use two tones. We're going to do the darker tone first. And I'm going to start with Khaki. You can see it's a little darker, lighter shade, darker shade of gray. Or, excuse me, not gray, like a tan or a desert color or yellow, dark yellow. I'm going to use this. Now, what I'm going to do, originally I was going to paint the whole thing and then mask it off and paint it again, but then I'm going to attempt to do some precision painting here. Now that I got everything squared away, let's see how this comes out. Now, I don't mind it bleeding on the other end of the part where I don't want it to actually, I didn't want to accidentally paint, because once this dries and I will give it a top coat, I will of course mask it and then repaint the other color, which we'll demonstrate of course once I'm done with this. Maybe I do the top part. What do you think of that? Alright. Next part is this one, which goes on the side of the leg. Now the bottom part will be the one that's painted this color. A little bit more wouldn't hurt. Now this is the one that kind of was a little bit tricky, which what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the darker parts from here, here, and then the middle one will be light. So that takes care of that. Of course, we need to do the same thing with this one, since the bottom part will be the one that's going to be connected. I think I can do that for now. But yeah. Let me put this on again. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. I guess I don't mind it being painted all over the place because it will be masked off. I think I'd probably remove this if I want to, because it is part of the trim either way. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so this one's the part that I wanted to do. And this is the tricky part, because not only do I have to paint the sides here, but I want to paint the horn. So and I finally was able to sand down, reprime, and cover up the holes. I'm sorry, not horns, spikes. This is a tough one right here. One thing about this part is this color dries very fast, and then you see the dullness of it, but it's a good. It looks good on this. I also got to mask off the bottom, make sure I paint the inside properly for this. Oh, that's right. I should have mentioned the person who sent me that email, or excuse me, that description on my Facebook page on how to create like a C-clamp, custom make it. Thank you for sending that to me. Obviously, it's already too late. I already committed to this. I can't do it now. But thank you, whoever sent it to me. I'll try to credit you on this video. So take a look at that. Now when it dries and I top coat it, I will mask it off, this, all that, and then repaint it the other color. So let me continue on and see how it comes out and show you what the results are. Okay, so here's where the real fun begins. Finish off masking all the parts like I mentioned before, which are going to be the other tone of color, which will be desert yellow. At first I was going to do dark yellow, but I said desert yellow should be more appropriate. Let's start with simple parts that were not masked. We'll use this one for now. Mix it up a bit. Okay. There's some little something there. Hold on. There we go. That should be fine. Look at that. Really nice. Nice and shiny. I'll give it another pass in a few moments. Now let's just get her out of the way. Let's do this one. Pretty good. I always did like desert yellow. We have to do the machine gunny thingies. Pretty good. Try. Alright. So I'll work on this. Good. That's very, very good. Now let's do something. Let's do this one, which is the which was giving me a little bit of a headache, but hopefully I get this right. Fortunately for me, I thought I was able to remove the horn. I was under the impression I put glue on this when I put the horn in, but I said to myself, glad I didn't do that. Otherwise, I would have been. It was giving me a bit of a trouble putting on the masking tape until it came off, and I said, oh wait a minute, I can do this. I did the masking tape on these guys. I don't know how perfect they will be, but let's find out. Alright, so I probably want to get the inside of this first. A little too wet, but the cool thing about this is with acrylic paint, it dries, it evens out a bit. Alright. So, alright. Again, I'll pass in a few moments. Make sure I covered everything here. What's another one? Oh, yes, this one. I don't know if I commented on this before, but I also masked this, so the sides are already painted, but the front part is going to be the one that I'm going to cover. Not to mention the fact, and let me see if I can do this now. Ah, but I didn't have any more clips. Shoot, should have thought of that. Alright, never mind, I'll just take it from another one. Then the back part of the leg needs to be painted all this color. And yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, there's two things we'll do. We'll do this one here. This is the side arm, the side part of the armor that's on the leg. Alright. And for the next one, I have to use. Okay, this one. Alright. So this is the forearm, which I painted, which I covered up. There we go. Well, I'll just say this. After it dries and all that stuff, and I peel off the masking tape, we'll see the final results of this kit and see how my Desert Custom will come out. So let me finish up the remaining parts, touch up a bit, see if I missed anything, and we'll do a final review.